Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So one of my answers are not quite coming to view the blue screen there. So yeah, today taking flights in the A320neo today, Delta Airlines colours, on a flight from here in Los Angeles LAX to Salt Lake City. Flight time today about 90 minutes. We'll jump in the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for flighting very shortly. Look, crash into the little baggage car there. Yeah, this ain't working. Right, we'll jump in the aircraft, set everything up, and let's get going. So, batteries on. We are running the latest version of the A32NX, the 0.5.1, so definitely give that a go today. Talk about the updates, and see what else that this mod has to offer while I try and figure out why my lighting is so painfully bad today. Again, it's just like, it's so grey, so lifeless. There we go, that's kind of better. Bit more life into me. Right, batteries on, line the IRS. Ooh, new clicking sound effects. Fuel pumps will do afterwards when the fuel truck arrives. Sets the temperatures up. Link settings in Microsoft Flight Sim. I've got a video on my Microsoft Flight Sim settings. If someone could drop a link into the chat, that'd be mightily appreciated. But I have got a video on my settings where I go into everything in a bit more detail than I can do right now. Right, so that's all set up. Cruise supply active. We will auto strobe lights. Nav lights come on. Arm the emergency lights. Snow smoking automatic. And that should be the overhead done. We'll jump down to the MCU and let's start programming this flights. So fingers crossed, if all goes to plan, we shall give the new sim brief loading system a go. So we'll definitely see how that works. That's all fine. Ooh, stored a few runways and waypoints in there. Interesting. This is looking interesting. This is looking interesting. We'll see how it all goes and see what this can do. So, we're plugging our routing today. Flying from LAX to Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. Turn there. In terms of company route, somewhere, I believe it should be asking me for my, what should you call it, my SimBrief username. Delete all exercise loads. Like I say, this is my real first time properly using this new update, so there's a lot that I guess I'm still learning about this as well. But I'm sure, whoops, fuel truck, okay, fuel truck's there. So we need to load £14,618, 14,618 in the options. Right, give me a second, I'll go through the options shortly. Right, so fuel's loaded. Right, so go to the options. Realism, AOC. No. Hang on, SimBrief. Right, okay. So, let me quickly plug in my username 2 seconds. So, let's quickly blank screen. And hopefully... Do I need to put both the ID in there as well? Let me get that up 2 seconds. That's alright. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. It's been a very confusing day today. But I am now officially off work for Christmas. Tomorrow, I hope to spend all day putting together quite a big project for this channel, so we'll see how that all goes. But for now, let's get this going. So I need to go to my account settings. Where are you? Where is my user ID? This is the stable build. Do I need to put both or not just need to put one and the other? Because where is my SimBrief ID? Where can I find this? Airac cycles, Navigraph updates. I think one is enough. Okay. Say one is enough. So if I put the screen back on, I've set it up now. Where do I go to next for the setup? So initialization, company route still not there yet. LAX City. If we go back to the MCD main menu. It's all fine. I'm sure I'll learn it. Oh, I just know it's A320-200. That's wrong. So go to inits. plug in the routing again, so Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray to Salt Lake City. Plug it in. Nothing there. Fly from Belfast, Spain. I could do at some point. Definitely actually could do. It's not a bad route in that. So it's like Madrid or Barcelona would be quite interesting. So I'm back at Init. Where do I go next for this sim brief setup? Remove the routing. Okay, so if I clear that. Not allowed. Oh, don't tell me it's too late. I've messed it up. If not, we'll do it next time. But presumably there'll be an option there that I need to select, do I? Okay, well, if I can't clear it, we'll just have to do without. So, flight number today is Delta Airlines 2223, I believe. 2227, sorry. So, DL2227. Our cost index is going to be 12. Cruising altitude at flight level 370. Once that's all in, next page. So when it's empty, there's a request option. Okay, so okay, that's fine. We'll do that next time we fly. But nice to have that all set up. Cheers for that, guys. Right, fuel on board is 6.6. This road's not aligned to the IRS yet. And with that all going, we can now start the passenger loading process. So start of flights, flying LAX to Salt Lake City, Delta 2227, 37,000 feet cruising, flight time is 1 hour 25, taking off in about, we'll say 20 minutes, we'll say 19 even, flying an A320neo with 181 people on board. We have got Wi-Fi, I think. We have got entertainment. Delta A320 interior. Answer is yes. We've got a lot of entertainment in these aircraft, so I'll plug that all in. Delta Airlines, they seem to be, well, they seem to be like a luxury airline here in America. So I fly majority domestic. They've got, I don't know, their business set up, I mean, they can afford it, obviously. They're one of America's kind of more, well, you don't get too many controversy with them, that's for sure. And so, I don't know, it's just something about Delta Airlines that you, I don't know, Delta Airlines, they seem to be a weird luxury airline that can sustain itself, keep out of controversy, and operate from A to B with no problems. I'm sure one day I'll get an opportunity to fly them. I'm not sure how much it'll cost though, quite an expensive ticket I could presume. Right, IRS is aligned, that's all fine. Passenger boarding, let's program our routing. So, from the departure, we fly to LAS, Lima Alpha Sierra. From here, we fly the Quebec 70 airway to Blip. Quebec 842 to Wien. Winnen. Directs to, so we'll direct, have to go back out of that to MILF. And then that's it in the flight plan. So we'll accept that. That looks good. Check for 18 in a moment. Let me check this flight plan while I'm here. Again, there's new clicky sound effects on these little scroll wheels, so I like them. I like them. Very nice. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome aboard to Delta Airlines flights 2227 from Los Angeles to Salt Lake City. Flight time today is 1 hour and 25 minutes, and so far, a few clouds en route, but nothing too problematic for us to deal with today. Any questions, please, cabin crew, otherwise you'll have to sit back, relax, enjoy flight Delta Airlines today. Alright, so I'll send that message into the cabin now. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome aboard to Delta Airlines flights 2227 from no TFDi here right now, 120.8, so we'll make sure we change to that. So far, 1,000 routes, but nothing too problematic for us to deal with today. Any questions, please cabin crew, otherwise you'll have to sit back, relax, and enjoy flight Delta Airlines today. And let's set the rest of our departure. We have got got boarding music in this airline, Delta, but I've turned the volume down because I'm sure it's copyrighted. Thank you, Flying Airplanes, for sponsoring even, much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel, you're a star. And again, thank you to everyone as well who have been very, very supportive these last couple of months. Coming towards the end of the year now, it's been a very interesting year, but, well, I'm sure a lot of people will be glad to come to an end. Not much will change, still got the virus around, still got a lot of things to deal with, but I'm sure that eventually, if we all stick to our quarantines, we should come out of this, hopefully, relatively unscathed. Right, so we'll set the speed up now, so below 10,250, 37,000 feet, climbing to 3,000 feet per minute. That's all fine. We'll start the APU, sorry. As we've got fuel in the airplane, we'll turn on the fuel pump, seatbelts come on. No worries, man, thank you very much. Thank you very much for support. You are a star. Let's be honest, it's been the worst year since the final crash in the 80s, or the Second World War. I mean, I've not been around during either of those. I'm sure Second World War definitely will have a few pointers. 1980s crash, I'm not sure too much about, if I'm completely honest with you. We're on IVAO, Yoni Wood. We are on IVAO today for our ATC. Well, Unicom right now even. So, AP starting up, we will plug in our departure information. So we are expecting runway 25 right on the Orca 3 departure. 25 right via Orca 3. We don't have an Orca 3, but we have got an Orca 5, which is the same departure essentially, just one or two slightly different minor things. Transition will be less.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to
Clear the
place
user
your
points.
larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller
And
items
plug in our
underneath
performance.
in front of
So
you.
we're using
Unless
flaps
you're
1
in
for
the front
takeoff,
row, please
flex temp
place all of your items
71,
in the overhead bin.
and
If
our
you're
V
having trouble
speeds
finding a
are
location
at...
for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the
Okay,
overhead bin is
V
full,
speeds as
please
follows,
ensure you
1, 2,
close it
3,
as a courtesy to
1,
other
2, 4,
passengers.
and 1,
Please
2,
double
8.
check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers...
This isn't Airplane Cargo, Costas. This
If you're
is
in an
PACX,
emergency
TFDi design
exit row,
PACX,
please
different
use
add-on.
exit seating responsibilities in the
In my
car
opinion,
seat
a nicer
back
one.
in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant
Sprained in the UK, yes, it has been a bit of a poor day today. Yeah, there's an LNF randomly sitting next to us. They only operate out of Greece and Cyprus. Sadly not LAX. Maybe a repulsion flight, someone being brought back. Quite Raven, thank you very much there for the £1, much appreciated. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, you are a star, sir. Right, so in terms of setup, we are done in the cockpits. I'm going to grab the meta information for here in Salt Lake. So if we pop open to the menu, we'll go to the ATSU. Let's go back. This is the menu I want. Call weather request and send that. Wait for you to appear on the eCam there, so that's arrived. APU should now be available, so we'll select you, give it a few seconds, disconnect. Company message, there we go. So if you go back to return, go to received. Let's have a look at the weather here in Los Angeles. So currently, variable winds at 3 knots, 6 miles visibility, few clouds 1,800, broken at 1,400, broken at 1,800, 18 centigrade, dew point 5, altimeter 3015. Cool. Back to the flight plan. And we shall leave it at that. At this stage, we're now pretty much ready to go from the cockpits. Just got to see what's... Ooh. Actually, no, that's kind of alright. Dock, or can I possibly streamline that a bit? It's another user point. That's what's throwing us off. I delete the user points. That should adjust the flight plan slightly. I'm not quite sure why it's a left-hand turn to go inbound again. Docker to clipper. Hang on. If I go to clipper, that should now make a right turn. Make this a slightly less impossible turn. There we go. That's better. So depart out, make a right, and then follow the flight plan through. Perfect. Bit of taxiing today. Got to head down to the south side of the airport to the end, and then depart where the runway shouldn't cause too many problems. Right, so that's fine. See, always check your departures. You never know when they're going to send you at some random routes. It's a right turn now. It was a left-hand turn earlier. It was kind of just looping in on itself before sending us back out. How are the passengers doing? As soon as you're all on board, we can depart. In fact, we're almost there. Just a few more empty seats. Any famous names? Let's have a look. Nobody yet. No Jareds. Nope, it's a relatively normal cabin today. Any others for that? The passengers talking about the PACX.
You're ready to go when you are.
Or which add-on are you referring to? Well, the cabin is now secure. APU is running. We'll do a quick final check, and then we shall shortly push back from the gates. In terms of setup, I think we're now pretty much ready to go. Flight time is 1 hour and 25 minutes. 1 hour and 25 minutes. Otherwise, I'm happy with this. We'll turn the beacon lights on. That ground cruise that we're now ready for push and starts. And then we'll go. Some of your packs were faster than yours. Yours seems to be 2-3 minutes late off the blocks. Depends on the size of your aircraft there, and Andy. Depends on the size of your aircraft. And sometimes they are faster. Sometimes it really depends on what your passengers are like. Today was quite a quick boarding, to be honest. Right, let's call the tug over, and let's get ourselves ready to go. Set the engine to ignition modes. Set you to Tara seat to automatic. Predictive wind shear automatic.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard.
Here comes the
flight
tug.
2227 with service 2.
Jet bridge clears. Everyone's cleared.
Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are
Why not select altitude climb? Because I don't trust it, Veronica. The main reason that I don't trust it yet.
Factor in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alright, parking brake released. Engine 1 starts. N2's come to life, good to see. It can be a bit of a FPS heavy here. LAX. It is a very detailed airport.
For an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Hello, welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Every time we take off, we try to make the world a little smaller. Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers and crew. So please, give us your attention as we show you one of the safest worlds there is, the world of the safety card.
Yeah, the slower engine starts up. Much more reminiscent of the CFM Leaps here on the A320neos. Faster than the 737 MAX in terms of engine startup, but sadly not as quick as the CFM 56s. So we'll wait for engine 1 to come available, and then we shall start engine 2. Frames are dropping a lot. That's just because LAX is a very detailed airport. Cockpit frames also a little bit heavy as well. I'm sure in future updates things will start to improve. Right, engine 2 starts. So it ends the pushback. Parking brake sets. Engine 1 is active. We'll now do a quick flight control check. Elevators active. Ailerons active. Rudder active. Brakes active. Delta, is it from last year's safety video? Do they update it every year, Delta? If they do, then can someone in Discord drop me the latest video, and then next time I find Delta, I'll have the correct up-to-date one. Apologies if this is the slightly outdated Delta one. No, that one all worked.
Side and 4 window exits over the wings. The forward doors have detachable slides that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located
Right, 1 and 2 are stable. There we go, 2's available. We will lower the flaps down to 1, arm the spoilers, and set the brakes to max. I'm going to turn off the ignition. We're going to turn off the APU. Taxi lights come on, and let's now taxi the runway. So pump brake released, tiny bit of throttle, but we'll pretty much be using idle for the entire trip down. Your plane does not respond to autopilot when setting vertical altitude. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's my first time using the latest... Well, my first time using the A320nX with the latest sim updates. So, we'll see. Could either go really, really right or really, really wrong. Hopefully it'll be the former. You should use it all the time, works for me. Okay, maybe not today, but when the stream ends, I'll have a bit of a play around the sim, just kind of practice it a bit. Practice it, get used to it, see how it all goes. Since you didn't turn off the APU bleeds... oh, okay. That should turn off automatically. If you turn off the master switch, it should turn off the bleed automatically. There's a fuel truck to our right. Do you know who Pilot Emil is? I've heard the name. I have heard the name.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are lowered, and your tray table is put away. As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you need anything before we take off.
Right.
And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
On behalf of everyone at Delta, thank you for paying attention. Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle in, and enjoy your flight.
Well, there we go. Delta Airlines completes. I presume that's our tracking there, Ari. So if you want to fly, well, if you want to track our flight on either our website, you can do so via that link Ari's just dropped in the chats. That looks to be a United Airlines aircraft there. United in the new colours. New midfield concourse on the right. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, so you can see kind of it's just slowly building up. Slowly building up. I mean, it's a detailed airport list. I believe it's one of the premium airports in Microsoft Flight Sim, so it's not standard default. It's got the actual default upgrades. Bit laggy sometimes, yes. Some of these hand-built airports can be a bit slow, but I mean, it's not a bad looking airport, that's for sure. So we've definitely put a lot of work into this one, and it is always good to see. Right, there is a aircraft that's just landed on the 25 left. We're departing 25 right. So when we taxi the runway, we'll keep an eye out for the 737. There it is, right there, United Airlines. Also slow down a tiny bit as well. We're on idle throttle. This aircraft just likes to run away with you. It does look good, so no premium airports still have the wrong gate numbers. Yeah, it's something that'll be a continual upgrade. I mean, I know, for example, the Heathrow in Premium Deluxe, if you go to Flight Not 2, there's actually an upgrade for it already. Someone's gone and put even more detail into the default Heathrow, so I'm sure the community as well get their hands on it. Things start to improve as time goes on. So that in front of us looks like a 737. Answer is yes, yes it is. It is a 73 Max. It's either a 73 Max, or that's a 738 with split sim. Actually, yeah, it's a 738 split simulators. You can tell because the engines are smaller. Therefore, it's just a standard CFM56B. But fortunately, thanks to IVAO, it does come with proper model matching, and therefore, in this case, that is a 737 in Microsoft Flight Sim. do the pre-takeoff checklist. So cabin check, takeoff config, sets. With that, our pre-takeoff checklist is now complete. Yeah, it's an NG with split 7 winglets. So it's definitely either an upgraded aeroplane or a later model one. Do you know why I was getting taken to parking even though I requested gates to Heathrow? I think it's just more due to how the airport or the gates are named. Because at Heathrow there is no parking per se. They're all gates. It's just how it's all named in the sim. Departing from 25 right. 25 right. Bus. Not quite as cool as our Airbus. Yeah, I've got a bus over there. The approach in Salt Lake City, we're expecting today a runway 34 right approach, and it'll be on the ILS. So we're expecting 34 right, but depending on how the weather changes, we may come in somewhere else. But 34 right is on paper. I'd say maybe an 80% chance we'll be using that today. Favourite airport, Helsinki-Vantaa. Helsinki-Vantaa is a beautiful, beautiful airport. If you go through it, nice wooden interior, I think it's fantastic. Helsinki-Vantaa Lentoasema. Right, so here's our runway. We'll hold short, announce over control that we're going to depart. Make our way out. Flight time 1 hour and 25 today. 1 hour and 25. We'll use the full length of the runway, because looking at those V speeds, 125, 128, definitely suggests that there will be a bit of no return we need to maintain. Is there any way to get the appropriate liveries at the airports to taking off landing from? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. And so add-ons like IVAO do allow you to kind of get there with actual AI traffic, but nothing yet with the built-in online traffic that Microsoft Flight Sim has. Right, we'll hard short the runway, we'll announce over the IVAO that we're going to depart, and then we'll get going. Passengers, 181 passengers, 181. So, LAX traffic, lining up and departing, runway 25 left. Clear that. These come on. Cabin crew, seats for departure please. Seats for departures. Cabin crew, seats for departure please. Seats for departures. As a result of that, I will never fly failures. Thank you, Aklesh, for spamming. Right, on the runway, we'll do the engine spool up and then we'll get going. Throttle up, 40%. 1 and 2 are stable. Up to flex. A little bit of nose down just to stop premature lifts. 80 knots. 100. V1 rotates. Positive climb, gear up. Flaps up. What I'm going to do now is go straight onto autopilot. I'm going to let that do the really big turn in front of us. Best get the airplane to do it than me to do it myself. Throttle to climb. And there we go. Next stop, Salt Lake City. Nope, didn't start chrono. I keep forgetting chronos. That one thing I just keep forgetting every single time I fly. Delta, yep, flying with Delta Airlines today. Yes, is evening in the UK right now. Turn on the anti-ice just before I forget. Probably 2 legs, I just fell into a cloud. Hang on. Frame rate is high on streaming, but not significantly. It's only like 1 or 2 frames I lose. And yeah, the stream's choppy because the sim is choppy right now. Again, LAX is a very detailed airport, and the glass cockpit in the A320nX is also very high detailed, more systems to refresh rate. Things do slow down. Hopefully when I get the 3080, it will start to improve. Vertical altitude is working right now. I am climbing at 3,000 feet per minute. Everything is looking stable. So far, so good. Settings are a mix of high and ultra. It's a bit of a mix right now. And Joy's controller, I'm using the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog, stick and throttle. HOTAS Warthog. Right, so now clear of LAX, let's get going. Guys, it looks amazing. It does. I do love the sim. It is genuinely fantastic with what's I've put together so far. Still a lot of work to be done, still a lot of tons of optimization and making this all smoother. But yeah, I mean, what can you say really? As time goes on, as more development goes into it, I'm sure, like I say, things will start to improve. I mean, it's not like it's bad right now. And the VR updates definitely works in some smoothing. I can upgrade, yes I am, Marcus. So I've upgraded RAM. I've upgraded, it's just RAM for now. So I've upgraded RAM. I've got a graphics card on order right now, the 3080. Once that gets here, I'll then upgrade the motherboard, upgrade the CPU, and then hopefully I'll have a smashing new PC to run it on. Same departure you do. Very nice. What do you flights in South America? Yes, Diego. Yes, I did a flight a couple of weeks ago with LATAM. I do plan to do one again, hopefully soon as well. Yep, power supply as well. Can't forget the power supply. That will be something I'll also look into.
This is also a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened.
Boss 10,000. Landing lights off.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi.
And at 18,000, we'll switch over to standard altimeter. Do you have set throttle to certain position? Yes. When you are in auto throttle in the A320, set your throttle to climb. So make sure that notch is within the climb setting, and then that lets you follow the autopilot speed. Airlines with 3090 and your PC was dead because of power supply. Yeah, definitely on my list of purchases, that's for sure. If you're not flying IVAO, can you have 4 different AI liveries? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there are some mods that kind of do the AI liveries, but most of the time it is down to IVAO, correct? Very sure. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for the kind words. Just a suggestion, maybe you can fly from India. I want to fly from India. The problem is, last time I did, because my local knowledge of India is not great, that I will happily admit. So when I said that Goa was in the state of Maharashtra, in reality Goa is in Goa, the comments to this day, I still get people saying, no, you're an idiot, Goa's in Goa, not in Maharashtra. To this day, I still get people making angry comments in that video because of one small mistake, so I try to be a bit... I want to do India. The problem is, will people enjoy it is the question. Because like I say, to this day, people are still not so happy about my Maharashtra Goa mistake. Yes, overclock is still in effect. My 3080 is coming from overclockers, so 3070 good, 3080 I want the top stuff. Congrats for what, Camelina? Congrats for what? I might have missed something there. Don't worry, just fly from Mumbai. We'll see. I know Indigo, we've got Air India, so 2 options that we can fly in terms of India. We'll see. we'll turn off the... hang on, actually we'll do one thing first, which is speed up the aeroplane. Oh, can we not switch to that? Let me check something quickly. So if I switch to standard... okay, that's broken. Time to see about signs. I can't switch to max speed, so I'll have to do without, I guess.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you use the unexpected turbulence.
Currently through clouds. Very shortly. Nice and clear of that all. I'm using the Honeycomb Alpha. No, I'm not Slynet. I'm using the Thrustmaster Hotas Warthog. Air Unit 747, good shouts. That is a classic of the 747 generation. Easily I could do a London Heathrow to Heathrow Mumbai, Heathrow to New Delhi, 74 India. I'm doing Christmas Day flights. Not sure if I do a Christmas Day flights. I might still do one tomorrow, Christmas Eve. I will definitely do one on Boxing Day, so after Christmas, and then I am also doing a group flight on Sunday, so we'll definitely get flights done over the Christmas periods. But tomorrow, I do want to get a big video done, so tonight I'll write the scripts for it, tomorrow I'll record it, and then hopefully get a couple of videos in as well. It's a big task, but if I get it right, it's going to be well worth it. It's a video I've had so many requests for. I think it's actually my biggest requested video so far, so we'll definitely give it a go. Flying Norway, I've got plans for Norway. I have got plans for Norway, sooner than you think actually. Not foggy, just cloudy, Liam, just cloudy. Hope June 27th for group flights again to... Ah, very nice club. Can't wait to see you up in the air. Do drop screenshots in the chat when you do get the sim. Few screenshots, drop them in the screenshots channel on Discord. Interesting how it all looks. Okay, and enjoy the tutorials. I'm sure you'll be going through them very shortly as well. Can we do a flight to Iceland? Yes. There's a certain add-on I'm waiting for before I do Iceland. There's a certain add-on I'm going to wait for. Once it gets here, we will definitely be doing Iceland, yes. Have you seen the Gatwick mod? I've got the Gatwick mod. It is fantastic. The Gatwick add-on in the sim is truly, truly amazing. And to think that only one guy's built it just makes it even better. I've used it in a couple of my streams in the past. And actually, I've got well, there's a few mods I've got to try out now. A few of them has released quite recently. Before you lands, remember to say, I like your cut, G. Is that... I mean, I know I had a haircut last week. But I'm not sure if that's going to be a reference to something or not. Yes, Christmas I do plan to do... Well, I do plan to do a Lapland flights for sure. Man, doing that 1 year ago. I was actually in Finland right now. Spent Christmas last year with a few friends over in Finland. Over in Lappeenranta. There's an aeroplane right there, coming right towards me. We'll see how close we get, because that actually is coming right towards me right there. Speed things up again. So annoying, can't switch to Mac. Let's just do it with airspeed today. Do I live in Coventry? No, I don't. No, I don't. I live in London. Yes, I will draw you. I have no idea about tutorials, or I got send. A lot of people have said that the tutorials I've done so far have been very helpful, so yeah, if people are enjoying them, I'll definitely be sure to do more in the future. Especially once the CRJ comes out. And I will definitely be doing tutorials for the PMDG 737 once that releases for certain. Are you using clouds fix to reduce pixelated clouds? Nope, I'm not using any clouds fix. This is all just standard clouds. The last updates earlier in the week did actually, well, Tuesday updates, from what I can tell, did a few tweaks with the clouds, so from what I can see, not looking too bad. Anyone here for London? I am. I certainly am. You're in the same boat, bored as hell, wish everyone a safe Christmas. Yeah, I had a few trips, I had a few plans, well, one trip, but definitely had a few plans over Christmas. Sadly those bubbles no longer a thing, so I have to cancel all of those. At the end of the day, it makes sense. It does make sense. The virus certainly is still a thing, and so long it is a thing, you need to keep it very safe. Okay, so actually the airplane's flying away from us, not towards us. It's not a problem. Not using a preset, Camilla. We're using a, well, custom preset. Let's say mix of high and ultra. Basically tweak the sim so we get it right, and then stick with that. This reindeer onesie is very itchy, I don't like it. Stick, Thrustmaster, Warthog. Thrustmaster, Warthog. Happy birthday, Kendall. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a good one. Take care. Do you update liveries in the update sim? Nope, liveries still working as before. The only thing I've updated is the A320nX. All my other mods I haven't had to touch yet. Why does the plane get icy even when the DLS is turned on? It's because you're turning them on too late, Veronica. Turn them on the ground and you should be alright. Are you bobbing slightly, or is that just turbulence? It looks a bit like turbulence at the moment, so we'll keep it off. I'm considering I need to turn off the Sec 1 control again. FPS improved drastically. Same here, I have noticed an FPS increase. Some airports are a bit heavy, but for the most part, much better now than it was before. New FS patch any good? Your anger is over DTF 2 weeks ago. I'd say so. Much smoother. Aeroplane's not looking too bad. Not working too bad. Apart from the speed stacks is broken. Tier 1 Cornwall. Lucky you, Dymock. Lucky you. Could you do a flight from Nebraska to Maryland? Could do. Certainly can do. Now that I'm in lockdown, I've got a lot more time for flights, that's for sure. No longer a case of I've got the railway to deal with, because the railway's now closed, so it's just a case of work, and then this, and then work, and then this, and work this till the end of time. Is 2080 better than 2070 Super? From what I can tell, Veronica, yes, the 2080 does perform better than 2070 Super. But if you can afford it, well, if you can afford a 2080, go for a 3080. They're basically the same price for double the performance. Pass through 30,000 feet now, flight level 300. Very nearly, it's our cruise. Did you have any problems with fuel pumps? No problems with fuel pumps, Nils. This has worked out of the box for me. No tweaks, no issues. Well, okay, for those of you who watched the first live stream, there were a few small nicks in regards to actually having the right version installed. But, no, I've had no problems so far. Everything working as smooth as you can expect. Do you think it would be a good idea to start a flights news channel or wait until you're older? How old are you, Hichingo? Asking the right way, of course. How old are you? Because I started YouTube when I was 15. I started YouTube. And then started doing flights more seriously when I was so 15. So when I was 17, I started doing flights more seriously. And then, well, now I'm 21, and obviously YouTube seems to have done well. In terms of viewership, it's doing alright for me. Like I say, this isn't a career for me. I just sit here, I fly, I enjoy what I do. But yeah, I've got... I don't know, I started when I was 15, that was not a problem. You're 13, so... Does YouTube have like a minimum age thing for channels? I think it is 13, so in terms of minimum age, I think you're alright with that. But again, don't quote me, I don't actually know what the thing is in regards to ages on YouTube. At the end of the day, Hichingo, do what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable, then delay it. If you're alright, then yeah, nothing's stopping you really. If you need any help, then drop me a DM on Discord and I'm happy to give you pointers in regards to starting YouTube. Yeah, just do what you're comfortable with, I guess. Yes, Harry, I am 21, born in 1999. Did you update the FlyByWire? Yes, I have. 0.5.1 is the latest version on the stable branch. I plan to do VR version in the future. Yes and no. I don't own a VR headset, but I could borrow my brother's potentially. And do I plan to? We'll see. We'll have to wait to see. You made 2 videos on your channel, don't care who watches. Same here. I mean, I do what I do, I enjoy it. I don't fuss really. If I've got 1 viewer, if I have... Oh, the max worked again. Okay. Temperamental system. Yeah, I don't care if I've got 1 viewer, I've got 100 viewers, I just do it because I enjoy it, you guys enjoy it, why not? Christmas work. Hi everyone, here is the work you need to do complete for Christmas. Pre-work, complete the section on leadership, page 33, Easy Education by Rob Lockwood. We'll be setting out the following, so look out for module 1, Managing People, Unit 3, Job and Organisational, the 5th of January. Gosh, I mean, okay, in terms of leadership, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to get that going, but if anyone's in Gabe's class, enjoy your essay. Welcome Chinmay, welcome Intuitive Minecrafter. Drawyah VR headset looking fresh. I've done VR on this channel before. If you go to my Derail Valley live streams I did before, that one's using VR, Derail Valley. Where do you find your interest for flying planes? I've just always enjoyed flying. From my young years, I've always enjoyed flying. I don't know why, it's just like, you're up in the air, you look down the world, it's peaceful. And even to this day, I fly, I enjoy it. And with no Wi-Fi, no internet, no anything, it's just 2-3 hours on your own in peace. The outside world's the outside world, nothing is going to stop you. So, yeah, really can't fuss that. What's the next free-player Microsoft Flight Sim? I believe the A330 will come out soon, the freeway A330. Did I go to uni? No. I went to college, but that's as far as I went. St Martin, I've done a few downloads at St Martin. I've done one on live stream a couple of times on my own. Right now, I'm using 1660, correct? I use IVAO, Jeshif, not V-Pilots. I use IVAO altitude clients. Pardon me, FlyByWire 0.5, so you can get it on GitHub, Gayatri, or get it on the FlyByWire Discord channel, the installer. Sometimes in 11 hours, yes. Your PC case has an SD slot, doesn't need mounting brackets. If it's got a slot for your SSD, Benny, I don't think so. If it's got one built in, then it's got one built in. Are you going to be a pilot when you grow up? Certainly private, not sure if I go commercial. But certainly I'll get a private license. How come your nose isn't pitched up? Check your speed for name and natural name. Sounds like you're going too slow. No, Shinmei, you take care. Have a good one. Bye bye. Yeah, so the IVAO ATC client looks like this. So you've got your chats, Unicom, you've got your Squawk, you've got your comms, you've got your online, offline, ATC, messages, settings, TCAS and ATIS. It's not complicated, I'd say it works rather well. Can't really fuss that, to be fair. Have you ever watched Andrew Karp? I've heard the name, but if I'm completely honest with you, that's pretty much as far as it goes. I've heard the name.
Please note, we only accept credit cards.
Don't worry, friends, because the YouTube asking. Yeah, no worries, Shingo. If you do start it, then yeah, best luck, I guess. And like I say, if you want any help, drop me a message on Discord. I'm happy to give you a few basic pointers on what to do. Why don't you just use VATSIM? Long story, not going to go into it again. Although with VATSIM, all I'm going to say is, I want to, but such is life. Yes, we're flying with live weather and live time, MF5. We are using live weather and live time. Live players, no, I'm not intuitive. I am flying offline. It's just IVAO, you spot my name. So VATSIM and IVAO are online ATC networks. So it's kind of like, so it's air traffic control, but instead of using the on-screen buttons, these ones, you use your own voice. So you speak to ATC, speak to controller, and you respond to them as well. Or in case no controller, use Unicom. It's like a multiplayer network where everyone shares ATC. Well worth checking out. Well worth checking out. It's a level of simulation much better than default. No, you can't say too much online, but what would you say is the best route to becoming a pilot? How you plan to do it? For me, because I've missed cadetship and all that, so it has to be pay money for it. But depending on how old you are, and depending on what country you live in, the easiest way, I guess, per se, easiest, would be to become an air cadet. As they'll give you hours, they'll give you licenses and all that, and so becoming an air cadet would be the first way. I guess the downside to that is if you're not military minded, you're not going to enjoy it. But yes, IVAO is worldwide. But cadetship, certainly easy way to get into it. Another one, try and get yourself into an aviation college. Expensive, but possible. Or pay yourself, basically. So those are the three main standout ways. There are other ways and other methods, but those are the three main ways people take. What's he getting for Christmas? Not sure yet, quite. Well, I kind of have an idea. So I've got a few alcoholic toffees, I've got a few chocolates, I've got a book, something to do with railways, but I don't know because the book's all in the wrapping paper. I've then got a box from work, which sounds like an alcoholic drink of some sorts, because I shake it, you can hear liquid. And then one other present, which is like a mystery item, because I have zero indication as to what it could be. So on Friday, I'll find out. Oh yes, actually, and a calendar from Rain Advents. Very nice, actually. I need to say thank you to the guy. I'll drop him a thing on Instagram. Is the A320... not... well, the A320 does shake in real life. It does this in real life. It's just a bit more noticeable sometimes than others. If it gets annoying, just go to your overhead panel, turn offset 1, and that will stop the shaking. But in reality, the aircraft does rock ever so slightly, as Airbus did a study, and you know how you rock a baby, calms it down, goes to sleep? Well, the same thing works in aeroplanes. You rock the aeroplane slightly, it just relaxes the cabin. But it's definitely something the aircraft does in real life that Airbus have studied. It's like you squares the CCF. Oh, very nice, your shift. Cadbury's ginger chocolate, nice and festive. We got some thing from a Polish shop, gingerbread big box. Will you do more flights to Canada? Yes, definitely. With Canada, I'm waiting for the right aeroplanes, so something like a 737-200s with WestJet. Actually, WestJet don't have them anymore, they've replaced them. But Canada's definitely more of a Boeing country for aviation. Air Canada a few A320s, but flying Air Canada every time maybe get a bit boring, so waiting for the right aeroplanes for Canada. Why can't I put the ADIS button 330-321? Check what version. Well, check the version of A320 you're running, Nils, because sometimes they're not compatible, so you need to be very careful with that. We'll turn off the anti-icing now, since we got the ice not detected option on the ECAM. There we go. The cabin is the baby, and the pilots are the parents, therefore Drawyah is being dad right now. Not yet, not yet. If I can afford it, can I start flying when I'm 16? Yes, 16 is the minimum age to start your licenses. And I think it's supposed to get your PPL, if not 18, I'm not too sure. Do you know why planes are just going around? Yeah, not going outside the flight plan. Select it, Vasilos. So go to your heading selector and just press it. That should get you on course. Yes, France is a very Airbus company. WestJet 787 can do it at some stage. I mean, that's more long haul. We'll see about long haul WestJets. I did a lot of cargo flights recently. Very nice, David. Sorry you missed some of your flight because the first live wasn't working, so ended up with 30 minutes. Ah, okay, no worries, Liam. Let's have you back. Would you do private flights lessons online? Not sure, Ian. Not sure. Sorry, yeah. So 14 you can fly. 17 is when you get issued the license. So from 14 you can start flying lessons. And actually for gliding, I think it's even younger still. 13 and 15. Try the longest runway in the world. It's placed in China, isn't it? Placed in China is the longest runway in the world due to its high altitude, therefore requires a long runway. Did you have to reinstall the A320neo mod after the updates? I didn't have to in this intuitive Minecraft art, but there is a new version out, 0.5.1, so install it anyway because there's a new version out. £9,025 average in UK to a PPL. Yes, for an NPPL it's about 6,000. So if you also do a hobby license, not commercial, it is cheaper. What's your thoughts on VR? I haven't used it yet in Microsoft Flight Sim, but I've used VR headsets before. Seems like an alright thing. Right, there's Salt Lake City coming up now, so we'll probably start configuring our descents very shortly. Do I have PPL? No, I don't. Can you find Norwegian at some stage? Yes, we can for sure. Are we using PACX and IVAO? Yes, Melbourne, we are. PACX and IVAO for this. What platform do we play the game on? So Microsoft Flight Sim is out right now on Windows PC, coming soon to Xbox One S. No, Xbox Series X. Sorry, I was confused. So right now on PC, soon on console. EasyJet training Hichingo is much more expensive than that. Also, you're required to have PPL before the start of EasyJet training. Yes, sometimes I do plan to get a PPL for sure. Hi, the best. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you very much. Skyvex map coming blank for you. Do I even have it installed still? The answer is yes. Yeah, I mean, it's a mod that doesn't really get maintained anymore. I might just get rid of it. It used to be rather good, but I don't know. It's just... I liked it. I liked it. When I used it, it was good. I don't use it too often. Yeah, 3,500 still, not that much. It's much more expensive than that, Hichingo. Much more expensive. Do you know anything that could cause rapid frame decreases? Last time it was 16 out of 22 at the same airport, same graphics. Traffic and weather. Traffic and weather are the two big things I can think of regarding the FPS. What's going on? Not too much experimental. We're soon to start a descent in Salt Lake City. So far, so good. Yep, A350 were rather good. Can't wait for the replay update. I mean, there's a mod for that. There is literally a mod for the replays now. Well, it comes out in January. So it comes out in January, currently in closed beta. It will cost €18. But it enables replays in Microsoft Flight Sim. So I tested it out on my stream on Sunday. Bit of an FPS fest, but hopefully today should be a little bit smoother. If not, I'll speak to the developer again and try to get it sorted out. There's a mod coming out soon for replays. I'm currently on the testing team for that. A bit weird than around 737. I wouldn't say it's weird at all, Marcus VA. I mean, at the end of the day, certain developers get certain rights. I'm sure there would have been some agreements with PMDG regarding 737 as a result. It was not released. I mean, you got a 7.4 and 7.8 out of it, so you can't really complain. Both very capable aircraft. And the default A320, thanks to FlyByWire, not too bad at all. But you gotta remember that a single developer developing 30 aeroplanes on one platform. Specialists like PMDG will be one developer working on one aircraft, and so it makes sense. Snaz MC, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. You're a star. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome, Gina. How you doing? A220. There is one being developed. In fact, no, there is one. There's one being developed at the moment. And yeah, I have to wait and see for that. And A380, there are two in development. You've got one from Builds, you have one from FlyByWire. So two in development. Have to wait to see how they look when they come out. What's better, Microsoft Flight Simulator 11? Wait and see. So said that Air France plans to return A380s. A lot of airlines have started returning A380s. So at the end of the day, double-decker 4-engine jets, they weren't really the thing of yesterday's market. So it's not today's COVID market, but they're too big to fill, and with 4 engines, they burn twice the fuel. So ultimately, financially, it's just not worth it. Very excited to fly the 777 from PMDG. Yes, PMDG would the 777, just a case of really waiting when they come out. Yeah, I got a few new M's today. Thank you very much, everyone, for the support. You paid over £50 for the Peter Hager A380 2 years ago, and I bet flying planes, it was the worst £50 you ever spent. Peter Hager planes, they might have been good back in X-Plane 8, but that's what they are. The X-Plane 8 aircraft ported and ported and ported and stretch and stretch and stretch until you get what you get today, which is a very average product. Yes, the A340-600 Maniac commission as well. A few of them knocking about, but also they've been retired. You're interested in 737, don't care about study level aircrafts. For what devs should I look out? Just fun aircrafts. There's a freeware coming out potentially next year. We'll have to wait and see. But that's about it. Yes, haircuts, had that last week. Is there a Simbury for a FlightControlReplay? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm sure there'll be one soon. Very cloudy today. Very cloudy indeed. Alright, let's look at our approach, since we can see going down sorted. So there's no ATC right now, therefore we're on our own. We're expecting a 3-4 right. Via the Quen 5 approach. Quen 5. No vias. Nope. Going via transition MILF. Insert that, I hope. No, it hasn't. Okay, so 3-4 right. Quen 5. No vias. Insert that. There we go. Check the radios. It's has it 109.5. That's fine. Oh, that's that sorted, I guess. 3-4 right. That's pretty much straight ahead of us. No problems. The approach today. Straight in. Yeah, transitions main name. There was a 2D freeware which was called Riviere. Now, yes, the Riviere Airbus. That was another interesting product. Well, it was a freeware, so you can't really slate it. Do you have any idea of what specs are good? Because you don't know what you're looking at YouTube, people like the products you're buying. If you're looking for specs based on these certain products, have a look at the recommend spec on the actual products. So Microsoft Flight Sim spec is widely published. LDA mean on the approach section. Whereabouts? If I go to... let's have a look. LDA. Where else are you looking for that? Unless I'm missing something, I can't quite see what you're pointing out for LDA. Oh, on the runway section. If I'm completely honest with you. There you go, localize the direction node. Okay. So it's like it's like a what do you call it? A VOR DME approach, but instead of being a full kind of head for the runway, it's a direction aid. So it takes you to the right direction of the runway, but it's not quite as exact as a VOR DME. So it takes you to the runway, just not in the same kind of way. Yes, there is a Cub. It's a Russian company that do a Cub. What are they called again? I believe it starts with Z. I can't quite remember the company's name though, but yes, there is a Cub in the sim. Do I support the football team? Yes, I do. I'm a Chelsea fan. Take care, Intuitive Minecraft Art. You have a good one. You left Delta from their flight a few times, very nice. Any bush trip someday? At some point we will do for sure. Can you tell me what is a bush trip? So bush trip is low and slow, no limited navigation in regards to maps and charts. It's basically just a more visual way of flying low and slow over rural areas. GP Love Club 1231. Very nice. When was the last time United won anything? It's been years. Years. When does Chelsea ever won anything? Most recently would have been the Premier League 2-3 years ago. What do you think of the 777X? I like it. It's next generation 777. I'm sure at some stage in the future I'll get a chance to fly it somewhere. Probably British Airways of all airlines. There you go, 2017, 2018, so 2 years ago. Also, won the Europa League, well, last year, didn't we? So, my father's a Wolverhampton fan. He's not happy about the sale of Jota. Diego Jota third choice Wolves, but helps them get into the Premier League. Sold him for decent money. By looking at Wolves now, probably could have kept with him. Where is the transponder activity? You're going mad trying to find it. Transponder is over here. Whoops, I'll just trim there. So, standby, automatic on. And you've got standby, traffic, and Tara. But over here is your transponder. Just on the engines page. Close to you flying to Dallas from at the moment from Orlando. Are you on online networks, Val, or are you currently are you on IVAO? If you are, I'll try and keep an eye for the map. Problem with the sim stuttering ever so slightly, that does affect the replay mode, and so potentially it might be a bit faster than it actually seems. We'll see. The replay option, FlightControlReplay, likes a smooth sim. Stuttering causes it to speed up a bit, so we'll see. We'll have to see. You are on IVAO. Let's have a look for you. So just never's open. Fair enough. FSI PCs decide to stick around. Also, why can we not close the bottom bar now? I don't get it. I don't get it. Right, so there's that. Whereabouts shall you find to? I don't see any aircraft near us. That's us right there. I'll drop a link in the chat if you're interested in actually following along with this flight plan. So that's our tracking link. I don't see you anywhere. There's an aircraft behind us going into Las Vegas. That's it really. Actually, do directly overhead. There's too much cloud for us to spot it. They just, hang on. Oh right, yeah, so you turn off crash mode and it works no problem. You're about to fall asleep, how peaceful this is. It's called white noise, Liam. It's called white noise. Just constant static sound that can relax the brain. I know, because I sometimes sleep to it, if I'm completely honest. Do you like Grand Tour? I'm completely honest with you, never watched it. I've seen a few clips for it, but I never really got into it. How to reactivate your IVAO account? Last time it was 2013. Gosh, okay. Feel like a noob, but getting better. Very nice. Bro, what is this? Your friend pushed back from the gate, and then he realised if he got to board passengers, the most important part. Whoops-a-daisy, he just stranded his passengers. Did he go back to gate, or did he have to fly without the passengers on board? I'm sure the information desk was very pleased about that one. Flight abandons passengers at gates. I wouldn't say IVAO's difficult to learn. It takes a bit of practice in regards to voice especially, but not difficult. Not difficult at all. Forgot to put the landing gear down yesterday. That's another interesting one. Never failed landing gear. Especially because you fly too low, it does say landing gear, so I'm not sure how you managed to ignore all those messages. You've already asked that question earlier, Marcus. Yes, pilot's a meal. You've been fired in real life. Have you ever done long haul in Microsoft Flight Sim when it's autopilot, look at passenger view, fall asleep like first class passenger? I've not fallen asleep, but I have done long haul flights before, and I have left it in passenger mode as well. Appreciate your first trips to South Africa. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And I do plan to fly South African Airlines again in the future. And once the 737 comes out, then definitely more opportunities to fly in Africa as well, with different airlines. Sorry to ask, but which safety video do you use in PACX? I use, well, Delta Airlines, but I've been told that I use the 2019 Delta Airlines airline safety demo. So if someone's got the 2020 Delta demo, then again, drop it in Discord, and I'll download it for later. The 737 is a completely different aircraft, Just Shift. That's not in Microsoft Flight Sim. Completely different aeroplane. And not a freeware, it's not even out yet. Does the Flight Sim call out terrain GPWS? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Turtle. Turty. One, they'll get that right. Would a 1660 run in Microsoft Flight Sim? I mean, I'm using one right now, Muffin Man. I'm quite literally using a 1660 right now. So if I'm running this, then yes, you can run it too. Looking to have a pilot crew of Delta, fly the 7... How old are you running the game? Again, trying to pass in the wrong way. How old are you? Because I can tell you now, Delta 767s probably won't be around for too much longer. As it's definitely a chance to, well, it's going to get them retired eventually, so I can't imagine them being around too often. It's like British Airways 747. They retired them this year, but they stopped training new pilots back in 2015. So it's 5 years between last pilot trained and retirement. So depending on their retirement plan is, they may have stopped training pilots for that already. 18. Okay, so it depends really how quickly you get yourself into the aviation then, and get yourself going. 18, you have a chance. You may certainly have a chance. Right, if you want our Discord link, that there is the Discord link. Also, in about 5 minutes, we'll start our descent. Pilot 747, which aircraft they train after they stop from service? Pilots get a choice regards to which aircraft they want, so they can either leave the airline and transfer to someone else who flies 747s. In this case, a lot of cases they go to cargo. Otherwise, yeah, depending on how senior you are, you then move on to different aircraft. So I know that the majority of Concorde pilots for British Airways, most of them retired, and all of them that didn't retire went on to the 747. So the Concorde chief pilots for British Airways, I can't remember his name now off the top of my head, he moved on to the 747 British Airways. So again, seniority ranks you into the next level up. Have you ever returned to gates? Option, PACX, wonder if cabin crew might do announcements. I think they have announcements for everything, so I've not tried it myself because I've not had a reason to return to gates yet. Actually, one occasion I have, a long time ago. But yes, they have got the different announcements for that. 764 no time legs, they just refurbished them. British Airways just refurbished their 747s. They refurbished them in 2019, retired in 2020, so it's not impossible, I'm afraid. Not impossible. Top of descent's not indicated. Spot. There are two ways you can calculate it. The first one is to judge your descent. So, if you descend 2,000 feet per minute at 250 knots, you'll lose 30,000 feet in about 80 nautical miles. And so, top of descent will generally be your altitude times 3. So right now we're at 37,000 feet, flight level 370. So 37 times 3 is 369, 7, 14, 21, 111. Therefore, we start our descent at 111 miles. What is the terrain on ND button near the backup horizon? So basically, that's the terrain radar. There's no mountains in front of us, so it's going to be blank. But if you had to fly into a terrainous area, so hills and mountains, that will show you the, well, different colours regarding to the altitude of the mountains and hills in front of you. Salt Lake City's flat, therefore not going to really show anything here. Is the glitch fixed where the 747 pilot wants you? I've not had that problem myself, Jashif, but presumably so, yes. Have you flown to China? I've flown over China in the sim. Last time I flew to China, I was back in X-Plane. I did a flight from Helsinki to China with Finnair, A350 even. But not yet in this sim, no. Not doing too bad, Aviation Cake. Not doing too bad. How about you? Do I like Bombardier? I've got no problem with Bombardier. I'll definitely fly the CRJ when that comes out. Can't wait for the RTX 5050 in 2025. Very nice. What GP do you plan to upgrade to? I'm going to go for a 3080. 3080. No, it's not. Salt Lake City's on the mountains, high deserts. Okay, we'll see. If I spot terrain, we'll turn the terrain radar on. Good, thank you. No worries, aviation. No worries at all. Do you think F6 is outdated? Yes. There's an A319 just departing now from Salt Lake. Very nice. Remember, we selected 3-4 right. Plugging our performance now for the approach, and then start our descent. So let's grab the METAR information for Salt Lake. Am I doing it right? KSLC. How odd. Okay. Plan B for the METAR, I'll do it on the MCD instead. So ADIS, not ADIS, ATSU, menu, received. Actually, we'll do a new one, do a fresh one. So send that, and now we wait. Just going to wait for the message to have received. There we go, company message received. Go to you and have a look. So currently 10 miles visibility, 3206 knots winds, few clouds for 3,500, scattered at 5,000, scattered at 20,000, temperature 0, dew points -10. Gosh, it's cold up here. 0 -10. Altimeter 3050. Gosh, there's like a hurricane or something through here. It's cold, it's high pressure. It's going to be interesting, that. Who jot this down? So, 3050, 0 degrees centigrade, -10, 32006. Right, let's plug this all in now. So, performance, next phase, 3050. Temperature is 0 degrees centigrade, magnitude 3206. Transition 18,000. Oops. Decision height will be 900. Right, that is That's out of range. Okay, that's fine then. So pretty much ready for a descent now. Just about a minute for descent now. About a minute to descent. What's my favourite plane? 747. Found a book on Amazon for £20. Has all the stuff you write down. Microsoft Flight is really good. I mean, I'm happy with Notepad. It does the same thing. Have you had any news about 737? Not at the moment. No updated news yet. Have to wait and see. What time is it over here? It's currently 10 to 10. 10 minutes to 10 PM. For AT and IVAO, you can call out, type call outs rather than voice. Yes, yes you can. Yes you can. Right, so we'll reduce speed now to Mach 0.7. Altitude we need to be at is, should have got this stuff beforehand, 10,000, 9,000, 4,000, 6,100. 6,100. So we'll reduce you. So select you and descent rate 2,000 feet per minute. On to the last attempt. A few small issues, so I'll just be able to restart. A little tip for you: if you turn off ATC services, East X baggage will be much quicker. Okay, we'll have a look. So start our descent now. Yes, you can hear cars in the background. Open window. Will there be snow upon landing? I'm not sure actually. It's 0 degrees minus 10. I know the sim on live weather does do snow now, so we might. Los Angeles traffic, 739 on the site for arrival. 0 on left, passing through 1,100. Okay, that will be Las Vegas. Welcome Brian, how you doing? Welcome to Channel Critters Chats. So far so good. Aircraft doing its descents. 739, not by default. That was an IVAO message, so they're probably on X-Plane right now. I guess using the Ultimate 739. But it could be the PMGG on P3D, or FSX, or FS 2004 even. So in terms of model matching, we'd see it at Los Angeles LAX. If you go back to Start Stream, you actually see a 73800 at, well, on the ground when we taxied the runway. So in terms of model matching, it has it, but I can't pilot it, no. Next flight, we might do one tomorrow. We will definitely do one on Saturday. I'm going to take a break on Christmas Day. Group flight is going to be commercial or domestic? I mean, it can be commercial and domestic. Not sure yet. All I know is that we'll probably be flying in the Arctic. How do you capture ILS? So, on the MTDU, if you have the frequency in place, once you descend below 10,000, turn on both landing indicators, and then you'll notice when it starts to align because you'll see the airport information on the left hand side and also the magenta diamonds on screen. If you stick around for 20 minutes, we'll go through the entire establishment of the ILS. Are you excited for Adele's new album in a few months? I mean, I can't name really that many songs sung by her apart from Hello and what's the other one? I can't remember the name of it. I heard that your dreams came true. Yeah, I'm sure you know the one. That one. We'll see. If our song's on, I'll listen to it, but would I say I'm #1 Adele fan? Probably not. He's singing it even better. Skyfall, she did do Skyfall, you are right. The James Bond theme. When the sky falls, when it crumbles, when the sky falls. Yeah, it's been a while since I heard that one. Never thought we'd see Drawyah humming Adele mid-flight, unless it's 2020. You guys got me singing Kumbaya a couple of streams ago, so this is nothing. Yes, hello from the other side. Hello from the other side. Yes, from the other side. Yeah, okay, maybe I know a few of their songs. He's into it, now we're in business. FPS, right now we're getting about 26, 27, 20, about 30. Jumping around 30. Give this man the awards. Your voice is beautiful, X Factor quality. Trust me, it's not. It's not. Alright, passing through about 22,000. We'll switch on the landing lights. Someone like you. That's every time I... Hang on, no, it's how's the lyrics go for that one? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Don't forget me, I swear. I'll remember you. Sometimes in life it hurts, sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes in life it hurts, sometimes it hurts instead. What are you guys doing to me? Yes, 3 clouds are amazing. The line that which in the wardrobe. Stop it, you're crying. Air hostess walks in. Drawyah. Airbus or Boeing? Boeing. I'm a Boeing person. I bet real pilots hum music when they're flying too. I mean, what else do you do at cruise? Claps. Trust me, my voice ain't that special. Right, so we've found the seatbelt sign on now. Oh, they've even changed the sound effect. That's amazing, I love this thing. I should fly to Lapland tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow's flights. I've got... If I stream tomorrow, we'll see. I've got some big plans for tomorrow, so I plan to get that all sorted out. In terms of big plans, I mean, record a video, but we'll see. Don't forget to waitress. Thank you, Drawyah. No worries, Ellie. Thank you very much for watching the channel. You're a star. Thank you very much for the €5. Lapland, it's North Finland. North Finland. So the biggest airport in that area will probably be Rovaniemi. Also, Lapland is where Santa's from, where Santa will be starting his flights out of Christmas Village. You guys got me into the song now, I hate you. AT will call and the pilot will say hello in the song version. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. And yeah, I can't remember the lyrics of that one. It's been a while since I've heard it. Draw a pic of you and say best singer. Any plans for Italy? Yes, Italy soon. We trapped him in a song cage. It's like a cage, it seems. Right, altimeter 3050. You guys got me into this. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer has a very... No, I'm not going to do that. You guys driving me insane, but I'm not that insane. I've got a 3080 on order, yes. Currently using a 1660 for Flight Sim, but I have got a 3080 on order, just in case of when it gets it. Let's go. What do you ask for Santa? Nothing much this year, to be fair. For my 3080 to finally arrive would be nice. Frame rate's around 30 right now. Getting about 30 FPS inside the cockpit. He stopped himself. I dare to sing Seven Nation Army. I don't think I know that one. I don't think I know that one. At least I haven't put a name to the song. Drawyah Productions. Yeah, when I get to the end of the stream, like 50 copyright strikes from 50 different song music studios. You have 1070, 16 gigs of RAM, get 10 FPS, that's why. Upgrade your RAM. Mini surfing. Upgrade your RAM. Now that OMSI 2. Hello. Oh yes, OMSI 2. Hello, it's me you're looking for, the passenger boarding. Yeah, upgrade your RAM when you're surfing, because that's definitely slowing you down there. Would 16 gigs of RAM help the same spec, otherwise you have the same frame rate? If you've got 8 gigs of RAM, Aviation Bros, then upgrade your RAM 2 weeks ago, because 8 gigs is not enough for Microsoft Flight Sim. Definitely not enough. Increase the speed slightly actually, could do a little bit better right now in terms of our acceleration, so reduce the descent rate to 500, speed we'll go up to 260. Even Santa couldn't make enough 30 series cards. How much do I have? 3.6 GHz I believe, 3.6. A bit of turbulence over here, the mountains. Definitely a bit bumpy this. How much the whole setup? Probably cost around £800, £900 now. Something like that. Found an Antonov 124 takeoff from Egypt on a mountain, so confused. What do you mean by on a mountain? Because it could just be when the transponder was turned on, just be a case of when it came up on radar. How do you buy keys cockpit and outside views? No. Oh, end and inserts. So the insert and end key switch between different camera views. End and inserts. Default setting. Did you buy a pre-build? No, I didn't. No. Always build your own. Always build your own. Ooh, hang on, what's going on there? Quen Oh gosh. FFU. Okay, so I'm going to have to delete a few of those. Preferably before we fly into it. So FFU. Camp. What's going on there? Oh, it's because when you made me do all these approaches, it's going to reset them all. Okay, that's awkward. Oh boy. I'll probably just do a direct send to Hawker just to make my life a bit easier. So erase that. Direct. So we'll do direct to camp. And then directs to Hawker or Cheval. Definitely a bit cloudy because of sub-zero temperatures. We will turn on the anti-ice. Yeah, there's a few waypoints in that that's gone a bit funky, so we'll just have to make do with what we got. Shortly, we'll be below 10,000. Yeah, so basically when I showed you guys how to plug in the approach, I plugged in like 3 or 4 times. As a result, it's now actually put in our star 3 or 4 times, so we'll just do direct and get ourselves out of that. Primary job outside YouTube, marketing, social media and marketing. No, we're controlling the altitude ourselves, PDP Morris. Doing the altitude ourselves today. There you go, getting close to the ground now. Thank you, Tom Gamer, for adding me as a friend. I've probably got a lot of friend requests I just don't get back to. Maybe I will do. Can you make your children how to use FMC? New assistance. I've already done one, Josh. In fact, I've done 2 tutorials on the FMC. One in the default, one in the A320nX. So, yes. Well worth checking those out. From the comments, people seem to quite like them. We'll just be down to 210 knots. So now connected to the localizer, 25 miles out. Just a case of continue descending and prepare the aircraft shortly for landing. Turn on the landing lights below 10,000. Medium brakes. Yes, except for Christmas dinner, of course. Mother does them rather well. Flaps 1. Can you upgrade pre-builds? You can do. Certainly can do. Arm no spoilers. Yeah, the frame rate not looking too happy right now. Boy, hang on. No. Don't do that. Fly to the next waypoint, please. Because of the weird way this approach was set up, it's gonna end, yeah, it's gonna be a bit messy. We'll be alright. Flaps 2. hope the frame rate will give us some mercy, because like I say, this is not going to perhaps not be the smoothest of all the replay videos. Do you watch Big Jet TV? No, I don't. Local key airports, London Heathrow. Right, so time the localizer now. Get ourselves to a heading. Check the cabin. In this case, we're doing the flaps and gear once we get to the right stage. Speed to 180. Also, what's our approach speed today? 125. That's 3. Slight crosswind right now, 5-6 knots, not a problem. I wouldn't say 125 is particularly slow for final approach. Especially with right headwind, quite average. So 7.5 miles, we'll load landing gear, do a pre-land checklist, and then we shall land. No glide slope for a bit. Below the glide slope right now, so once we get to the right altitude, we'll head down that. But for now, we're doing alright. $10 miles. That's 4. Gear down. Right, there we go, there's the glide slope. So, in about 5 seconds, we'll turn the approach mode on, and then we'll bring the aircraft down. This between flaring and floating. So flaring is, well, pitch your nose up for landing on the rear gear. Floating is when you glide over the runway and you land down late. Approach mode set. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. If I'm honest with you, that's a new one to me. Gear down. Right, so gear down, 3 greens, brakes set, spoilers armed, cabin secure, we have landing clearance, landing lights active, ground checks complete. Well, we've done everything right. What's left for me to do is land the aeroplane. 1000. Special attitude sets. Autopilot deactivates. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Committed. We are committed.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. Try.
Fast thrust sets. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots for fast cuts. And we'll use the high-speed turn-off just in front of us. And there we go. Welcome to Los Angeles, Salt Lake City. Slight crosswind there, but not bad. Not bad at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salt Lake City. The local time is 3:15 p.m. and it's currently about 44 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and then
Right,
seatbelt sign is
so
turned
I've got the
off.
recording for that hopefully.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead
Fingers crossed,
bin.
looks alright. So like I say, the frame rate being a bit stuttery there, the sim might not like it too much, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So we'll taxi to gates, we'll deboard the aircraft, we'll go for the flight reports, and then we'll have a look at replay. How do you know where to go by heart? I literally have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going to taxi to a random gate and hope for the best. That's how most of my flights end. Taxi around and hope for the best. I'll probably just go stick it in one of these gates over here, because I believe this is where Delta Airlines normally go at Salt Lake. Down on the north side of the airport. First on the proper runway. We did have a replay last time we flew in the 787 when I flew from Singapore to Narita, Haneda, one of the Tokyo airports. We'll see. We'll see. It was Narita. There we go. I don't know why I get two airports confused. I mean, it's like saying London Heathrow and London... London Luton. One's a big major airport, the other one's a smaller regional hub. And yeah, I just keep them confused each time. Right, so taxi to this gate. Position, parking brake sets. This comes all off. AP's active. Engines off. Seatbelt signs off. Oh yeah, got to do the end of flight log there. Thank you. I now 22 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salt Lake City. Flight time today is 1 hour and 22 minutes, with temperature outside being around 42 degrees Fahrenheit. We thank you for flying with Delta Airlines and we should safe on the journey. And we hope to see you again with us in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Right, so let them do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salt Lake City.
Jet bridge now coming into position. Ooh, hang on, turn off the taxi lights, turn off the beacons. Looks like power's available, so that comes on, this comes off. There we go, that is that. Jet bridge connected. Starts with the disembarkation of passengers, so X-flight deboarding, send. And there you all go. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Dustin. Oops, Lorraine just got in front of you. There goes Laurie. Missed that one. There goes Enrique. There goes Mason. It's a bit of a race. There goes Tom. There goes Ava. There goes Julie. There goes everyone else. Right, end of flight. Let's have a look. So 2227 A320neo from Los Angeles to Salt Lake City. 1 hour 22 flight time. 2050 departure. We're up to depart 2053. 2015 expected, we're up 2216, 181 passengers, 94 satisfaction, 91 landing rate with a 136 block time. Soft landing, recommend your work, tell me about the airline, passengers is there. If you wish to look at this in more detail, you can do so via the link now going in the chats. Give it a second. Yes, that's TFDi design PACX. So there's the link if you want to check out the flights. Let's now disconnect from all of the online servers. So let's get rid of IVAO quickly before I do any replays on that. Right, let's have a look. So hopefully this will all work. Give it a second to load. There we go. Right, left or right side? What do you guys want to see? Left or right hand side? Yeah, it's got all the pre-self-test, doesn't it? Because I've decided like that. So, left or right hand side, where do you want to watch the landing from? Also, external view as well, if you want to. We'll do that later. Right, so got 4 votes for right, 1 for left, so I think the rights have it. So this is about, well, this is from about 1,000. Oh, we'll do external as well, don't worry. External view is a guarantee. It's just in terms of interior view, do in left or right hand side. So from 1,500, 1,000, and manual control. Replay. So replay is a mod, FlyLive Studio. It's not out yet. It comes out in January, so at some point next week I plan to do a video on how it works. And as soon as it comes out, I'll drop a link on all the servers as well. So it's not out yet, it's currently in beta testing, and I'm one of the beta testers for it. Right, so here we go.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Give me a second, let me just quickly clear the
Too low, terrain.
terrain GPWS.
Too low, terrain.
There's a replay, might not do it.
Too low, terrain.
Okay, they're still working on it.
Too low,
Obviously,
terrain.
sound there, not quite.
Too low, terrain.
Not quite there yet.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Costs €18, yes.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Oh no, can I clear the...
Too low, terrain.
Will that stop it? Yes, it does. Okay, so actually if I go back slightly, so stop, play, and skip it to about... hang on.
1,500.
So we'll do it from here again, where it starts saying to load terrain.
500.
That's better. Too low terrain.
100.
Oh, there you go. It's not a perfect replay tool, but again, it's in beta right now, so all these stuff I do will go to the developer who will look into it and improve it. But you can't complain, really. It's a replay tool. It does what it does on the tin. What can you say? What can you say? Right, let's do the replay again, this time from the external view. So we'll push you to about here, press play, stick the camera in the external views. Replay mod's not out yet, comes out in January, so it comes out in a couple of weeks. January 2021.
500. 400. 300. 300. 200.
There we go.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10. 5.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't too bad at all. And there you go. High speed turn-off points. Exits to the right. So, yeah, I guess that really brings the stream now to an end. Tomorrow, like I say, plans to do quite a big video, so hopefully I'll finish that early, then we'll do a live stream. If not, then, well, Merry Christmas to all of you. So, hope you guys enjoyed the flights. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much those who subscribed, supported and donated today. You guys are all stars. I shall see you again in the very near future. Take care, have a good one, and good night. And again, if I don't see you tomorrow, Merry Christmas.